So the board, we have some stuff we can check off. I actually already checked it. I don't think I've missed anything, but so last time we didn't have the valve cover gasket kit, so obviously we bought that, check. What do we got for the engine? That is all the same. I don't know if I have had the VLSD checked in the last video, but obviously it's checked now. Suspension, haven't done anything for that yet. No reason to at this point. I haven't really looked at it. Interior, exterior. Ooh, I forgot to show you guys that, but I got a new window crank for the driver's side. If you can remember, it was, there were vice grips clamped to the gear, and that's how I was rolling the window up and down. That's how the previous owner had it rigged. So I got that off, found a new window crank, put that in. Haven't replaced the headliner, but I've found the visors. We already had the knob checked. What else do we have? I'm working on front bumper paint. I found a guy. I sent him a message over Facebook, so we're just figuring that out. So that'll be upcoming. Engine bay has already been cleaned. We got that. Remove shitty lug nuts. We did that a few episodes ago, I believe. What else? I'm in the process of buying bolts and figuring out what bolts I need. I'm just gonna do motor mounts for now, since those are the only ones I'm really missing. And then we'll redo every nut and bolt that we possibly can once we get the car running, just so there's no rusty, ugly looking bolts. What else? Ooh, gap and install spark plugs. We did that in the maintenance episode. Install belts. We did that in the maintenance episode. Water pump thermostat. We did that. Paint the valve cover white. We did that. Paint the block black. We did not use the aluminum paint because it sucked balls. Installed the valve cover gasket kit. Yes. And now we are going to do this. We are going to heat tape the intercooler piping, but I just saw one thing that we can check off on the board. Install VLSD. We did that last night. It's not in the car, but we installed the actual VLSD part, so that's kind of what matters. So yeah, we're cranking away here on the board. I'm gonna get to wrapping these with the heat tape. If you haven't, get that damn pin cap back on. Guess not. So if you haven't wrapped piping before, the cleanest method, in my opinion, is to go widthways like this. You can go like this, and it's a lot quicker. You just have to cut slits down where it curves so you can get a flush spot to press the tape down. Otherwise, there'll be creases everywhere. But if you want a cleaner finish, then you need to go widthways. It's just easier that way. And you can cut one piece off, make sure it wraps around fully, and then use that as your template to cut a bunch. I tend to not do that. It's up to you, but I'll show you the finished product when I'm done later. All right, I've got one pipe done, well, like 1.5, but this is about as good as I can get it. Maybe some of you can do better, but if you've ever done this before, you know how much of a pain in the ass it is. I try to keep the creases to the bottom of the piping where I don't think it's going to be showing, like that. And then I try to keep the flat parts on the pieces that are on the side that most people will be looking at, or that you'll be looking at when you pop the hood. I'm pretty sure this sits in there like this, so this should be what's facing outward. Not too bad. A little tip or trick. For bends like these, you're not going to be able to do a full width tape. So you're going to want to cut it in half this way. And you can do it more than once. So you can have 3 like thirds, cut it into thirds if needed. Because I just take the small strands. See how there's a bunch right there? And you'll have to do that in order to prevent creasing. But yeah, I'll show you the rest when I'm done. This took a while. It takes a while to do this if you don't want it to look like shit. So I'm gonna get back to it. All right, pretty much done. I'm missing kind of a big chunk out of this one just because I ran out of tape. But I'm pretty pleased with how they came out. Not too bad. I really like this one. This was the last one I wrapped. This will be the one coming off the left side that goes into the intake manifold. I really like that, and that's the top, so that'll be sick. This one's pretty good too. There's a small pipe. Not too bad. Trying to think what else. Oh yeah, there's the part that's missing. So I'll order another roll of tape. But the differential oil came, so I'll probably get the diff back in the car tonight. Wiring specialties harness got delayed. It will be here next Tuesday, I believe, is what the updated tracking said. So we'll see on that. That's okay, because we still got to paint the bay anyway. The paint for that will be here tomorrow. So everything's kind of lining up how it should be. So I think within the next, let's say 2 weeks, we should have it in and ready to fire, test fire. So yeah, looking forward to it. I'll see you guys in the next one.